So when you were deciding that you wanted to be an accountant, was this something that you always wanted to be, or was it something that you kind of fell into?
No, I was actually an athlete headed to the Olympics. And then I ended up transferring to Duke Ellington, the School of the Arts, and was building sets for the technical department.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really tap into the accounting industry until my mom's financial situation forced me to go to the neighborhood public school.
Mm-hmm.
At that point, Spingarn, if you guys are from DC, I went to Spingarn. And then during Spingarn, my mom lost everything. We were
Wow.
evicted. We had to move with my sister. My mom was on her deathbed. We were struggling financially at that point, to the point where my mom had to really sacrifice eating throughout the day so that I can have something to eat when I get home. And so when she was on her death, well, she didn't die at that point, thank goodness. But when she was in the hospital at that point, I just vowed that I never want to be poor again in my life, because we couldn't even afford our medication.
Wow.
It was just a hot mess. And then living in the hood, you know, gunshots, shootouts, drug infestation, prostitution, everything. So it was just like, I don't want my children to experience this. I don't want to live like this. And that was my defining moment. I said, never again. I will never be broke again in my life. And so from there, I was 16. So remember you said your purpose can be defined early. Mine was defined early. So I knew that I wanted something different. So my dad is also an accountant, but he lived in the suburbs.
Okay.
And so I was living in the hood in DC, and I was interning with him. And the conversations were really, really different, Tijuana. They was like, we would go to H&R Block, get our refunds. I'm like, yes, 3 stacks, 4 stacks, 5 stacks. You know, we like, what we doing, what we doing, what we doing?
Right.
We bagging it, right?
I love it.
But when I was going to the suburbs, they were talking about rental properties. The children had investment accounts. They had investment. And I didn't hear none of that in my community. And so at that point, I didn't have my career going to the Olympics. I had to let that go. Had to let go Duke Ellington. And then I said, you know what? That's what it is. I'm going to take all this information from these wealthy people, and I'm going to go and teach my people. So since then, I've made it my mission. Beeline, straight to the money.
Yeah.
Straight to the money.